Good morning, Stampers. It is Tracy Frith here. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sherwood Park, Alberta. And I'm coming today to share a card made with a new bundle. Well, it's a new bundle. It's in our current mini catalog. And it's the Ginkgo branch. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my laptop. And it's the Ginkgo branch. There we go, laptop going there, so I can see what we're doing. All right, the Ginkgo branch is what it's called, and it has the stamp set here, and then it also has a die set that comes with it. They're both called the Ginkgo branch. I can't say that very well today. All right, so I'm going to move those out of the way here and bring in my supplies. So I've already done some die cutting, as you can see. So I've got my card base is Highland Heather today. So that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I've got 2 pieces of basic white, and they are both 4 by 5 1/4. So one will be for the inside and one will be for the outside. And then I've gone ahead and die cut the large detailed die from the die set in the Highland Heather. And we'll see how this works out, but I've also die cut a shape for the label. All right. So those are the main supplies. I'm going to keep one of these white pieces out. Yeah, for now, I'll start with one. I've also got, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or not yet, but I think I'm going to try. This is our metallic mesh ribbon. So it's kind of silvery, white and silvery. So I'll pull that out later if I can figure out a way to make it work. And then I'm also going to use the Time Worn Type embossing folder. All right, and I'll pull that out in a minute. So I'm going to start with, just have to kind of figure out how it's going to go together, and then I can show you what I want to do. So I guess we'll go that way. So if I think that that's going to go kind of in the middle of the card here, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Highland Heather ink. I want a piece of scrap paper here too. I'll use this one. And then I'm taking one of our mini blending brushes. So these are also available in the mini catalog right now. I'm not sure if they'll carry over or not, but as you can see, this one is brand new, never been used. So I'm going to use that one today. Get it dirty. Pick up some ink here, just tap it off a little bit. And then I just want to create just a soft kind of a background color on my piece. So I'll start light and then I'll build it up until I kind of get what I'm going for here. You just have to watch when you first touch the brush to your paper. Sometimes it'll be a little bit dark in that spot. That's why I do the tapping off a little bit and just gently start to put some pressure on the brush onto the paper so I don't get a big dark splotch. So I'm just kind of doing a circle with some soft color. I'll do one more, or circle. It's not really a circle, a blob of soft color on my cardstock here, just to give it a little bit more interest. All right, and then I can, actually I'm going to put that aside for a second. I'll do my inside stamping here. So for my inside card piece, I'm going to just use this little, so it's got just 2 little branches on it. I'll ink that up, and I'm going to do a test stamp because this is the first time I've used this stamp set, so I just want to make sure I know what it's going to do and if I need to adjust anything. Oh, not too bad. And then I always check my edges, or I try and remember to always check my edges. I don't always check them. And that's when I end up with some ink on the edge that goes onto my sheet that I don't want. And then I'll just kind of put those in the corner here at the bottom. All right, so we'll start with that. I might do a little bit more stamping. I'll definitely do my label for sure, but I might do more than that. So I'm going to put that piece aside. I think that can go aside. I'm going to grab the embossing folder. So I'm just going to pop this inside. And just make sure it's going in the right direction. This embossing folder does have some words on it. So I want to make sure that the paper is oriented the right way for what I want my finished card to be like. On this one. And get it somewhat straight. Okay. All right, so I'm going to run this through my cut and emboss machine. All right, so I'm not sure. Hopefully you can see the effect of that one. I hold it up a little bit. Yeah, so now it's got the embossing on it and then the color, a little bit of color in the background. All right, then I'm going to grab my card base and my bone folder. So I've got it scored at 4 1/4. I'm just going to fold that in half and make sure I've got it lined up kind of straight. Give it a burnish down with that. Then I can take my embossed piece here. I'm just debating. No, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to get this piece going and see if I want to use the ribbon. So I'm going to pull out a chunk of ribbon here. Haven't used this one yet. I bought it and I loved it. And then I haven't pulled it out to use it. I tend to do that sometimes. The stuff I really like, sometimes I'm eager to use it right away, and sometimes I almost hoard it so that I don't run out, which is silly because there's always something new that I like that comes out that I buy, so I don't really need to hoard the old stuff. I think I'm just going to put a chunk of that underneath. So this is almost a lacy kind of ribbon, but I like the silver thread that runs through it. So I think that I'm just going to kind of put it underneath like that, and just to add a little bit of sparkle. And I might trim off those edges. We'll see how it looks on the card base. All right, so I'm going to leave that for now like that. I'm going to pull out this. Now, my thought was to do a sympathy card. But I think what I'm going to do, so this set comes with 3 or 4 greetings on it, or with it. So there's sending hope and peace, thinking of you, with sympathy and friend. So I think I'm going to do the thinking of you. And then I'll leave the inside blank because that way I can do like thinking of you on your birthday, thinking of you, friend, whatever works for whatever occasion I decide to use it for. And I'll leave the sympathy off for right now. Okay, now, do I want to do this in Highland Heather or do I want to do it in black? I think I'm going to go with black. If I don't like it, I'll do another one in Heather, Highland Heather. But I thought this, or do I want to do Highland Heather? I don't know. Will this anchor it more? You know what? Let's go with the Highland Heather. Changing my mind here. I'll try it, see what we like. Okay, I can show you on this. I don't know if you can see this, but when I did that last stamp, I talked about getting ink on the edges. So I don't know if you can see here, but just along the edge here and here, I've got some purple ink. So I'm just going to take my cloth here and just gently get at the edges and try and get rid of that little bit of ink, because if I press a little bit too hard when I'm stamping, that will transfer onto my tag here, and I don't want that. All right, so I always like, just because that's something I do a lot, so I try and remember to double check before I actually do the stamping. All right, so this should theoretically fit nicely right in here. And if I'm really lucky, I got it straight. Ooh, I think I did pretty good there. All right, I have a challenge sometimes with getting things straight, so I mention that a lot. Okay, and then that I think I'm going to just put over the bottom like that. Not sure about that ribbon piece. I want to use it, I'm just not sure the best way to do it. Maybe I need to pull it apart a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Just make it a bigger angle there. And then that can go on the bottom. Okay, I think I have a plan. And then I'll trim the edges up after. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out, not that, my Stampin' Seal adhesive. This one's a little challenging with this ribbon, so I think what I'm going to do, I wish I had my silicone mat out, but I don't have it handy, I don't think. Okay, we will pull out another old chunk of paper here. I don't know what I just did with the one I had, but this one will work. Okay, so I think I'm going to add the adhesive right to the ribbon here. We'll see how this goes. Okay, hopefully I got enough on the ribbon. It's also going to be all over the paper because the ribbon has holes in it. And then I'm going to put that there. I don't know which side is the sticky side now. I think it's that one. I think they're both sticky. Okay, put that on there for now. Then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals on the solid leaves here. That one, I will do this one. This bottom corner, and then I'm also going to put a little bit of this adhesive on as well, just to make sure I get stuck down. So some of this is going to be on top of the ribbon, that's why I tried to not put dimensionals there, because I don't know how it'll stick funny if I use those there. All right. Oops, and make a mess on my paper. All right, let's get that stuck down. Okay, and then I'm going to also put dimensionals on my greeting here. I can put one more on there. And I'm going to add that right on the bottom, I think. Just like that. All right, and then I can put it, well, let's trim this off a bit first. It's a little bit much there. better? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to do that one just a little bit more on this side. There we go. Okay. Right, let's get it all attached. So again, using the mono adhesive, the liquid glue, I'm just going to put my card front on. And then I'll do the same for the inside. Yeah, this was a bundle. As soon as I saw it in the catalog, I was like, oh, I really like that one. Have to make sure I get that. I'm not liking the way I put the glue, the adhesive on the ribbon, so I don't know. I think next time maybe I would just put it down and put this piece on top with glue, and that would hold the ribbon on, because I've got some sticky parts in here. That's what I was trying to avoid, but that didn't work, so live and learn on that one. Okay, I can close that ink up now too. So I think we're done. I don't think this one needs really any other embellishments on it. I think the sparkle of the ribbon is enough. I might go in a bit and see if I can get some of those sticky bits off the ribbon. I just have a couple of spots here where there's nothing covering it up. That was my hope, was that I could cover it up, the sticky, with this piece, but it didn't quite work out that way. So again, so for future reference, I would probably not glue down the ribbon first. If I was using this ribbon, I would just put the glue on this piece and stick it down. I think enough of it would go through the little holes that it would hold everything in place. All right. So that's your tip of the day. Learned the hard way here. But yeah, I think that's a really pretty card. I love the detail. So that, I don't know if you can catch it here, but this die cut piece, it not only die cut out, but it also embosses the solid leaves. So you get both the cut detail and the embossed detail there. So very simple. I love simple cards. And I love the color. It's super pretty. And the little inside bit. All right. So thanks everybody for watching. I will share one detail of something that's going on with Stampin' Up! Today. So we do our Paper Pumpkin kits. So the Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription kit. You can purchase just 1 month if you want. There's a few different increments you can purchase. So the 1 month kit is one of them. You can do a 3-month subscription, I think a 6-month and a 12-month subscription. And that, the one that's coming out in March, oh shoot, I forgot to write the name of it down. But it is our, I believe it's the 10th anniversary for Paper Pumpkin with the March kit. And it is, it includes a bonus stamp set. So you get the stamp set that comes with the kit. Everything you need to make the projects in the kit. I believe it's I think it's 9 cards in this upcoming kit. So you get all of the card stock, all of the embellishments, all of the die cut pieces, any ink that you need, any adhesive stuff that you need, like if it's dimensionals or glue dots or whatever, that all comes in your kit as well. And a stamp set, and then you get a bonus stamp set. So this kit, you actually get 2 stamp sets. So this is a really good way too, if you're just starting out, to start to build up your inventory of stamps and ink. And you always have some embellishment stuff. Usually you always have some of that left over as well. So you get a little bit of everything to start, and then you can create more things using those sets once you have them. And the deadline to order that one is March the 10th. So if you order before March the 10th, you can take advantage of that. You can order it, I believe, through my webpage. So tracyfrith.stampinup.net. I just made my first paper pumpkin purchase the other day, so I'm really looking forward to getting this set. I'm trying out a 3-month subscription, so we'll see how I like it, how that goes. And I'll certainly share with you once I get it, all right? But if you'd like your own and like that bonus stamp set, make sure you get your order in before March the 10th. All right? Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Again, I really appreciate when you watch, when you comment, either on the live version or on the replay. I love it when you share the videos. I'm going to try and get this one downloaded and pop it up on YouTube as well. So for those of you that don't know, I also have a YouTube channel. It's the same name, Artfully Stamped with Tracy. And I try to put up most of my videos that I do for Facebook Live also go on there. And there may be 1 or 2 extra ones there that aren't anywhere else. All right? So hopefully you check that out and subscribe if you like it. All right? Thanks again. Have a great day, everyone, and a great rest of your week. And I will see you next week, I believe, same time, same place, Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock.